Good morning, this is a special meeting, it's Monday, February 1st. We are here at the, for our maintenance building for our special meeting with a two item agenda. If you would call the roll, please.
Mayor Kathy?
Here.
Mr. Pollock?
Here.
Mr. Smith?
Here.
Ms. Cole?
Here.
Mr. Keith?
Here.
Thank you. Mario, I'm gonna turn this over to you, these are,
Yes, sir.
I'm not gonna do our pledge of allegiance and all that?
we don't normally it's special meeting, but if you want to, we can.
Oh, no, that's fine. It's just, I thought maybe you.
No, I've never done that.
Okay.
Mayor and council, first off, thank you for coming to the special meeting on short notice. I appreciate it. And the reason for doing it is the two items that we have on the agenda are, if we can get them released sooner, it's gonna help the outcome at the end. And on the very first one, I have to start off by apologizing and saying that through lots of efforts, we got a 90% approval from FEMA, so we felt comfortable with it. Started digging into the permit side of it and found out that we are short a core permit for the specifics of in between the dunes. So I respectfully would like to table this until we can get a core permit for the $70,000. I did talk to the contractor. The contractor did say he would honor this price for a longer period of time, even if he had to remobilize. So if council would consider, I'd like to table this item.
All right, the fact that it's on the agenda, can we just get a motion to table?
I make a motion, we table the, put my glasses on.
Resolution 2105.
Resolution 2105, the inlet sand bypassing and beach restoration for $70,000.
Second.
We have a motion second, is any opposition to table? Any further comments? All right, Lindsay, let the record show we just tabled that,
Okay.
because of permit issue.
The second item is the landscape. The bids came in on Thursday. We had a bid that was close enough to our budget, which is $475,000, that we contacted the contractor. We were able to reduce the contingency sufficiently to get the project in budget. Where typically I might not consider reducing the contingency. This is a landscape project, so the chances of contingency reason to spend more money should be relatively slim. So what we have before you is a $475,000 contract. This is completely reimbursable by the state, FDOT. When they did the replacement work of US 98, the landscape was destroyed along with the hurricane destroying it, and the state provided these funds. The contractor, if he can order his material, and that's the reason for kicking this off, the sooner we can get the plants in there during the dormant season, the better off our survivability rate is. So if council would consider approving this, it'll get the contractor off on ordering materials so that we can start planning as soon as possible. And the landscape drawings are here. They were in the conference room for the last couple of months.
All right, long been looked at and waited on. I have a question about the maintenance, 2-year maintenance requirement. Does FDOT withhold funds? To ensure that?
Within the budget, there's a 2-year maintenance is
$35,000.
Yeah, $34,000. They will withhold that and, make payments on that. So yeah, there will be some withholding until the project is complete. And I'd imagine we
Well,
will.
when you say complete, but will they withhold it for 2 years?
That $34,000 they'll probably hold for a while. And we in turn would do the same thing. I mean, until the contract is complete, we would.
So the contractor then isn't expecting to get that money?
Correct, not till we get close
That's
to
my
the
point.
end.
He's not gonna be calling you or David or
Yes, sir.
anybody else to say, okay, I'm through, okay.
Now, I would have to dig a little deeper into the contract to make 100% sure, but I'm fairly certain that until an item is complete on the scope of work, that you don't have to pay them, so. And on top of that, there's retainage. We would probably probably reduce the retainage by quite a bit once we get in, once all the work is complete though.
The temporary irrigation system, Mario, when they get through with it, does the city get down, or they pick it up, take it with them?
The way that they propose doing, temporary irrigation means that there will be no irrigation. They are going to,
Okay.
water truck this whole thing,
Right. That's-
which is one of the ways that I believe this contractor got in budget.
Yeah.
Because some of the others had temporary systems in the ground and, just it costs money to put those systems in the ground.
A lot more than that,
Yes, sir.
a lot more than that.
Are we, and now, I have no information on any of these folks, are they on an FDOT list? I mean,
This is,
They, FDOT approved them?
I don't know that for certain. I know that this company bought out an existing company that was, in Panama City Beach. This is the Old Bay Landscape Company, that has been purchased by this group. So, some of those things are still, we gotta prove out, but.
Only ask that question now, in other, not recent, but prior experience with DOT, who we pick, do they have to approve them? David, I'm looking sort of,
No, sir, that has not been told to us that they have to approve the contractor. We can definitely find out, but they have not said anything as far as a permit condition.
okay. Let's please verify that they are comfortable with, and there's, as you can tell, significant difference in the bids. Dollar wise, I mean.
Can we approve it contingent upon the fact that they're on the list?
You can approve it for that contractor, and if that contractor's not approved, I'd have to come back to you.
I mean, I don't know that they have that. I know there are projects where they have to, certain people, I mean, they have to have.
Certain qualifications.
The
Well, there you go, good, yeah.
Yeah, the DOT does pre-qualify certain contractors for work. I'm not sure landscape is one of them.
That may not be. I'm just raising that question before I don't wanna get
Sure.
$475,000 in debt and find out that let's just make sure they're good.
We will verify
Okay.
with FDOT, most certainly.
Okay. All right, questions or, yes, sir?
Did you, dropping $500,000 off a project is a lot of money, so how are they doing that? Are they making the plant size smaller? They're adhering to the landscape plan exactly, same size plants, everything?
But keep in mind, all they dropped was.
Landscapes Inc. is a 1
From them, yeah.
Yeah.
and the other one, there's another one, 903.
What makes me feel a little more comfortable is that there's three prices that are 510, 615, and 575, so that if all the others were 1 million and 1 million, I would be more concerned, but when we've got three that are in the same ballpark, it felt a little bit better.
What happened to Lake and Greener? I can't tell what that says. No
Chances,
bid?
they picked up the drawings, but
Oh,
never
yeah,
submitted a
never
bid.
submitted.
And there were people that said that they wouldn't submit a bid if the irrigation had been, the way that the irrigation turned out with just the 2-year warranty, they backed out of the project.
I assume, Green Earth, the same thing.
Yes, sir. Now, everybody will have the same size and quantity of plants. This is a bid, so there's no value engineering on, if there's one line item here that made a big difference is how they plan on keeping the plants alive, and that's irrigation versus water truck.
Who oversees the project?
The project will have
DOT or is that
some
David?
oversight by us, Tommy, and that's it.
I mean, as far as,
DOT, I don't think will have a whole lot other than punch list at the end.
we will have somebody that oversees what the plant put in the right place.
The landscape architect also has fees within his, within your services to do monitoring of installation.
Yeah, Dewberry does not have inspection services, but the landscape architect. designer traffic
Okay.
projects.
So this will make a significant difference in driving through our city. Long way. All right, questions or comments or motion?
Did they give you an idea how long it would take them?
No, sir, but they're also not under contract quite yet, so they, but now that they're released as quickly as we have, if we do, we'll get a schedule here shortly.
Okay. That was it for me.
Make a motion to read resolution 2106 by title only.
Second.
Have a motion and second. Nancy, please read.
A resolution of the City of Mexico Beach, Florida, approving a contract with Rotola Consultants Inc. for the US Highway 98 Landscape Restoration Project in the amount of $475,000.
Motion to adopt.
Make a motion to adopt resolution 21-06.
Second.
Motion and second. Call the roll, please.
Mayor Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Pollak?
Yes.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Ms. Call?
Yes.
Mr. Key?
Yes.
All right. Motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Thank you. All right.
Ten.
I got it. I got it.
Very good.